This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast, and today's discussion is high earners move to low tax states. And this is a fascinating thing that you're seeing play out. There's a story today. Rich and wealthy Americans are moving to these states. This is a smart asset, which I like to follow. They have interesting stats, interesting stuff. I enjoy reading their stuff very much. But here's the takeaway. The 5 states picking up the most sort of people that are high earners, the net increase in high earners moving to their states are Florida, a no income tax state, Texas, no income state, Arizona with a reasonable income tax, then North Carolina and South Carolina. Basic trend, people moving to warmer as they can be more remote and moving to lower tax states as they can be more remote. That's what we're seeing. So a lot of migration of higher earners to the lower tax states. And no great surprise, the places losing the most people are 3 of the most expensive states to live in. New York, California, and Illinois are the 3 biggest losers in terms of out-migration of high earners. Each of those, California and New York, have really high tax rates. Illinois has a combined very high tax rate between property taxes and its income tax. So you're seeing people move from the high tax states to the low tax states. The stupidity of the political side of this is politicians raise tax rates based on all kinds of projections that it won't cost them, that things will just stay static. But what really happens is for every movement up in taxes, there's some consequence of people moving out. And so it leads ultimately to a much higher tax burden on all the population sooner or later, because it's very hard to make it work by just taxing the top 10% or the top 1% and so forth. And those people are somewhat mobile. So again, the 5 states gaining the most people, Florida, Texas, Arizona, North Carolina, and South Carolina, the 3 losing the most people, California, New York, and Illinois. Simply fascinating to watch this in the demographic trends and people moving away from high tax states. Fascinating. Thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. If you listen all the way through, text me at 773-766-5322. And if you're the first person to text me, we'll send you a $50 Amazon gift certificate. Thank you for listening. Amazon's up something like 40-50% year to date. It's not too tough selling gifts, sending gift certificates, but what an incredible run they're having this year. Thank you for listening.